Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be doing swatches using the Glam and Glits Glow in the Dark collection. First we have Afterglow, which is going to be one of their cream powders. This color is going to be a bright white, as you can see. This jar is also going to be a 1-ounce jar. This color goes from a white to a purple. Next we have Til Dawn. This one's going to be white as well, but it does have a shimmer with glitter inside this here application. 1 ounce as well. We have Shooting Star. This one's going to be a gold glitter. As you can see, I do like this one. I have used it quite a bit. This one turns to aqua. Next we have Ray of Sunshine. It's going to be a light blue with a very little bit of shimmer added to it. Next we have Wicked Lava. This is going to be one of my favorites as well. This is going to be a bright orange. Very much reminds me of the neon orange that they have in their other collection. Next we have Journey to Mars. This is going to be a bright green, very bright green. This one doesn't have any glitters or shimmer added to it. It's just going to be a basic green. We'll be using these here clear tips to apply our acrylic so we can do our swatches. Just some basic clear tips. We'll be applying the application to the back of these here tips. You can find these here at your local nail supply. So let's get started. We'll go ahead and start with Afterglow first. When applying acrylics, you do want to shake them up to make sure the powder is well distributed throughout the jar. You want to make sure your brush is well saturated as well. That is the key to application. I am fairly new to this, so I am still learning, but that does help apply a better application. As you can see, this one doesn't have any glitters added to it. It's just your basic bright white. So we're going to go ahead and saturate our brush. And then go in. You're going to drag your brush across the top of your jar. You'll wait for your powder to get evenly saturated. Then you'll apply it to the swatch. don't have a particular way of applying my acrylic into these here swatches. I just try to make sure I get an even base. And I try to eliminate as much air bubbles as I can. Although they do occur. As you can see, that's just a bright white, and I've seen an air bubble, so I'm going to go in and try to get that out of there. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Just depends on how fast your liquid sets with the powder. Trying to dig in there. Then after doing that, you'll just go back and add some more powder to even out that back area where there's that dip. As you can see, that color is done. That's going to be Afterglow. So we're going to go ahead, and once we're finished with this one, we're just going to put that one to the side and let that one dry. In our next acrylic, you can see I'm stirring it up, being that this one does contain glitter. Sometimes you do want to either shake it up when you have the lid on, or stir it up with the back of your brush or with any other utensil that you do have at your station. This is so that the glitter can evenly be distributed throughout the powder. As you can see, that's a beautiful, beautiful fine glitter added into that. This was going to be Til Dawn for their glow in the dark collection. This one's so beautiful. Now we're going to saturate our brush. And as you can see, I'm going to saturate my sampler here just to try to see if that does happen to help with the application. Sometimes glitters can be a tad bit harder to apply. You'll need a lot more liquid with the glitters. I did notice with applying the glitter for this one, it was a tad bit harder, so you did have to add more liquid with this one. I actually noticed that with a lot of their glitters, you do have to have a lot more liquid. But other than that, all of their other powders going very well. Just go ahead and evenly distribute the powder throughout the sample. And as I mentioned earlier, I don't have any particular way of applying the acrylic. I just try to build in the swatch as much as I can till it's properly filled. You can see those sparkles already, just gorgeous. Let's zoom in just a little bit. It's beautiful. Let that one dry, and let's go on to our next swatch. Next we have Shooting Star. As I mentioned earlier, this one is one of my faves. I love this one a lot. It's a gold glitter. I'm gonna go ahead and take my utensil just to stir around, make sure all the glitter is evenly throughout the powder. Such a beautiful glitter. As you can see, half of it's gone already. It's going to be Shooting Star Glow Collection. Saturate your brush, then you'll saturate your swatch. Drag your brush across the top. Then as you can see, the powder does absorb the liquid. That is when you know it is time to apply the acrylic. You don't want to apply too soon, and you don't want to wait too long, because if you wait too long, the acrylic will be too dry to go ahead and apply, and if you wait too soon, it'll also be too dry because the acrylic wouldn't have already absorbed the liquid. So you want to give it between 2 to 3 seconds to go ahead and absorb a good amount of liquid to give an appropriate application. Such a beautiful glitter. And I just continuously add on as I see there's some areas that don't have any. As I mentioned, I am new to this, so I don't have any particular way on how you're supposed to do this. Just look at that. Gorgeous. Let that one dry. Then for our next powder, we're going to have Ray of Sunshine. This is going to be our light blue. No glitters or shimmers added into this here powder. Just going to saturate the swatch. As you guys can see, that is a beautiful light blue. Beautiful. Just have to love that color. Just go in and fill those areas where I do see that there are some lumps or that there isn't enough acrylic applied in those certain areas. Sorry, I got distracted here. And guys, remember, whenever doing acrylic, no matter what colors you're using, you must clean your brush. Never double dip. Just like when eating chips and salsa, you don't want to double dip. Don't double dip your brush. You never want to put acrylic back into your liquid because that will then mess up the future liquid and it will mess up your application process. And on this one, I did forget to go ahead and show you guys, but this one's going to be Wicked Lava. I went ahead and saturated my brush and my swatch. This one is going to be a bright orange. As you guys can see, it's a beautiful color. These were one of the more popular colors during this summer. I'm just going to apply even coat on the base, then work my way up. Just go ahead and fill in those areas where I do see that there's not enough powder. And I can't say it enough, clean your brush, clean your brush, clean your brush. It has happened to me before and I don't want it to happen to you guys. Whenever you're done applying, or even just to take off excess, extra liquid that's on your brush that can cause for a runny application. That's going to be Wicked Lava. That is such a pretty color. You can see me going in, trying to get rid of a few air bubbles. If you can't get rid of the air bubbles, it's just a swatch. It's okay. Going in, trying to fill in those areas I did create creases. Gonna go ahead and put that one to the side and just add a little bit more acrylic as I see there were a few areas. Put that one to the side and let that one go ahead and dry. Then we'll move on to our next color and our final color, which is going to be Journey to Mars. This one is going to be a bright green. Also reminds me of a neon color from their neon collection. This one doesn't have any shimmer or glitter added to it. As you can see, this one was one of the most popular colors for the summer as well. Saturate your brush and saturate your swatch. Drag your brush across the top and let your powder sit and absorb the liquid before applying. I did find I didn't add enough liquid with this one, so my application was a little bit harder. So I'm going to go in and try to fix it, add a little bit more liquid. I feel when doing the swatches with these here nails, you do have to have a runny powder consistency so that the powder can evenly distribute in the creases of the nail. Can be a little bit difficult if you do have a drier ball. And if you guys have any other videos you want to recommend, feel free to go ahead and comment below. I'll be more than glad to add videos that you guys are interested in seeing. Just go ahead and let me know. First we have Afterglow. And you can see that's Journey to Mars. That's our application there. See a little bit of what I can add in the corner there. I'm going to go ahead and let that one dry, and then we'll go ahead and check on the first application we did, which was Afterglow. Now we're
You listening? Damn.